Oh, hey guys! I was just trying to find a new show to watch, and my TV remote reminded me of relations like we learned about in the previous lesson. Remember inputs and outputs? How might this remote be like a relation? Well, I noticed every button on the remote has a specific job. The menu button pulls up the menu, 5 takes me to channel 5, and pause stops the show. Each button is an input and has one specific output, the television's response. This remote is actually a specific type of relation where each input has only one output. Let's take a look. So the buttons on the remote determine the television's response. In other words, the buttons are the input and the response is the output. Each button on the remote has one response, meaning that each input has one output. That kind of relationship is what we call a function. A function is a relation where each input has exactly one output, just like how each button on my remote has one specific job. If I pressed volume up and it were to sometimes increase the volume, but other times change the channel, that wouldn't make any sense. But when the remote is functioning, each button has only one output. So are all relations functions? How do we know? Let's take a look at the different ways we represent a relation and see what they tell us. Mappings, tables, coordinate pairs, and graphs can all help us visually determine whether a relation is a function or not. Today, we'll look at each different type of representation and sort the relations into functions or not functions. One way we can determine whether relations are functions is by looking at mapping diagrams. These can be particularly helpful because the arrows allow us to look at an input and immediately see how many outputs it has. What do you notice about the inputs and arrows on this mapping diagram? Pause the video and determine whether this mapping diagram is a function. Then, complete the sentence in the guided notes. Each input in this mapping diagram has only one arrow, meaning that each input in this relation has only one output, so this is a function. Even though the output 4 has 2 arrows pointing to it, that's okay. An output might have multiple inputs, but none of these inputs have more than one output. Take a look at this mapping diagram. Are the inputs in this diagram matched to only one output? How do you know? Pause the video and complete the sentence in the guided notes predicting whether or not this mapping diagram is a function. In this case, the input 3 has 2 arrows going to different outputs. This means that each input in this relation does not have only one output, so this relation is not a function. Now, let's look at a table. Does this table represent a function? Pause the video and summarize how you would determine whether a relation is a function when given a table. To determine whether or not a relation is a function, pay attention to the inputs. Each input can only appear once in order for these points to represent a function, just like each button on the remote having only one job in order to work properly. Are the inputs in this table matched to only one output? How do you know? Pause the video and complete the sentence in the guided notes. The inputs on the left side of this table each only appear once, meaning that every input is matched with only one output, so this is a function. Now consider this table. What do you notice? I noticed that the output 4 appears twice. Can this relation be a function? Well, does each input have one output? Yes, in fact, all of these outputs could be 4, and this would be a function because each of these inputs only goes to one output. Now look at this table. Pause the video and decide whether this is a function. Then complete the sentence in the guided notes. The input 10 is paired with 12 and 14. That means each input in this relation does not have only one output, so this is not a function. Let's move on to a set of coordinate pairs. On a table, a coordinate pair appears as input, paired with its corresponding output. On a graph, that same coordinate pair appears as a point. All representations of this same coordinate pair, regardless of how they are represented, show this same relationship. Do you think these coordinate pairs represent a function? Pause the video and complete the sentence in the guided notes, predicting whether this is a function or not. In this set of coordinate pairs, the x-coordinate 7 appears twice. That means each input does not have only one output, so this is not a function. Now try completing the sentence for this set of coordinate pairs. Pause the video now. Every input in this relation is matched with only one output, so this is a function. In addition to tables, mappings, and coordinate pairs, we can also use graphs to determine whether a relation is a function.
One of these graphs is a function and one is not. Based on what you know about functions, which graph do you think represents a function? Pause the video and circle the graph that you think represents a function. Graph B represents a function because each x-coordinate on this graph has only one y-coordinate. On graph A, the x-coordinate 2 has two y-coordinates, so it has multiple outputs, making graph A not a function. Let's take a closer look. When 2 points appear on the same vertical line, it indicates that the input has multiple outputs, making that relation not a function. Pause the video and try tracing or highlighting any vertical line on graph B. No matter where you drew your vertical line on this graph, it should not have intersected more than one point, meaning that no inputs were repeated. This proves that this is a function. This is called the vertical line test, a method of drawing vertical lines on a graph that checks whether or not a graph represents a function. If any vertical line intersects more than one point, it's not a function. Let's try it again. Pause the video here and use the vertical line test to determine which graph represents a function. Circle either graph A or graph B. Graph A represents a function because there are no vertical lines with multiple points on them anywhere on the graph, unlike graph B, which is not a function because the vertical line x equals 3 intersects at 2 points.
Today, we learned that a function is a special kind of relation where every x, or input, has just one y, or output, just like on your remote where one button has one job. That's what makes it predictable and functional. Once you finish these guided notes, you can move on to practice levels 1 and 2. And remember, math is everywhere. Keep exploring.
Hey.